Chair reviews. Oh, Ant-Man. The ant fell off. I thought, this is the ant of the Ant-Man. Ah! And here are all the other bugs that I had to buy. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Welcome to the Chair Reviews Ant-Man. Good things. Good, long time. Nice to see you. Right, there's not much more introductions there. Let's review Ant-Man. So, that's quick, isn't it? But anyway, let's just do it. Ant-Man, the midsummer release from Marvel Films, following, what was it? Avengers 2, which was quite good. It was very good. Ant-Man. Right, so the story is directed by Peyton, who had kind of done indies before, a little bit similar to the Captain America films, which were directed by a couple of indie brothers as well, the Russo brothers. So they're following on from giving big films to kind of out there directors. Unfortunately, I don't think this time it worked. Right. Oh, and one of the reasons that is let's just do the plot first. Do the plot, thicko. So Ant-Man, it stars Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, who invents the Ant-Man technology suit, which basically squeezes all the space out of between atoms, so that you become super dense, super small, super hard, super wicked. Yeah, man. But he doesn't want that technology to be used by S.H.I.E.L.D. or anybody else, because they're going to make an army of Ant-Men, army ants. And so he takes it away, and years later, his kind of protege, played by Stoll, the bald man, who I last saw in Salt, but apparently he's in House of Cards as well. He is his protege, and he's got the technology, or he's developed it himself, a different version, a yellow version that's instead of a red one. Nice, easy to spot differences between good and bad. And Douglas isn't happy about it, so he hires Paul Rudd to steal the technology back, to ruin it, really ruin it. And and Paul Rudd is a thief. Paul Rudd's like a petty cat burglar thief, but he's kind of a nice one, because most of his burglaries, like the big ones, it's like a Robin Hood thing. You know, that's straight away for me. It's a bit wussy. Why not just make him a burglar and have him a bit edgy? But no, that's not the film. Right, that's your plot. He has to steal back the technology. Guess what? The bad guy doesn't want that to happen. He's got plans of his own. Now, this film was meant to be directed by Edgar Wright of Shaun of the Dead fame and Spaced. And it was written by him and Joe Cornish. And it's very famously had a big falling out with Marvel, or not a big falling out, artistic differences, and they walked away from it. Then Peyton came in to finish off the film. They still get script credits, so they obviously, a lot of the script is still in there, but a lot of new stuff happened. And I watched an interview with Evangeline Lilly, and she said, I read it actually, and she said, oh yeah, well, they went in a different direction, made it much more American. They basically wanted it to fit in with the Marvel universe, the MCU, much more than Edgar and Joe did, who wanted a sort of standalone film. Let's go berserk, let's see what we can do. And they'd worked on it for 10 years or something. So that happened. They made it more American, and they made it less good. I would say it's going to be less good. Yeah, that's the plot. So the plot's done. What's bad about it? Michael Douglas is the old guy. He seems like a kind of a weak character. He seems like he's phoning it in. I don't think it's a great performance at all. Evangeline Lilly plays his daughter. She's wounded because Michael Douglas, Hank Pym, lost her mother years and years ago and hasn't really told her why. Don't know why he hasn't told her why. That's one problem. I thought that she was awful in this. I thought the haircut's awful, the direction's awful, because she's acting. It's just annoying. I just found her annoying. Paul Rudd's got this little gang of homies, and they kind of help him out, because it kind of at points it turns into a bit of a heist movie. Michael Pena plays like his best friend, his best buddy. He's really annoying. Now, he's in End of Watch. If ever there's a Mexican guy and it's not John Leguizamo, it's Michael Pena. So you will have seen him in things for sure. Sometimes he's quite good. Occasionally he's really annoying. In this I found him really, really annoying. Doing this kind of just annoying, fast talking thing. It turned me off massively. I didn't enjoy that. The bad guy, Corey Stoll, is awful. He's just... There's nothing to him except he's bad. There's kind of... They give little hints, go, oh, you used to be good. Now I'm bad and you're going to regret it. It's weak scripting. Yeah, I found... Yeah. Almost every character in this is cartoonish and weak. Except Paul Rudd. I really like Paul Rudd. I'm a massive fan. But even... And, you know, he's charming in this. He's charming and he's good. And there are some of the scenes that work with him in because of him. But he's nowhere near as funny as he has been. He has not been let off... Well, that's weird. Because he kind of rewrote parts of the script with Adam Mackay, who's Will Ferrell's writer. That doesn't bode well for me. But he doesn't seem to have been let off the leash too much. But he is in some funny scenes. There's a really good early scene with... apparently he's a famous comedian where he's trying... Because he's a thief, he's trying to get a job. And he's working in Baskin Robbins. And a really, really funny early scene occurs. So that was good. Yeah. What else is good? Oh, well, let's go. Let's go with the effects. Let's go with the big Ant-Man scenes. I was sitting there bored for about 40 minutes. I just thought, this is actually shit. And then Paul Rudd puts on the suit, which he's stolen. Spoiler. That's not really a spoiler. And he sinks, and he's like straight away he sinks into a bathtub, sinks through the plug hole, and there are bugs everywhere. Bugs, and ants, and he's doing all this stuff, and all of those scenes throughout the whole film. In fact, whenever he goes small, they work really, really well because it's a small little tiny man. What's not good about that? And that does save the film. It really does save it. But I found that the editing, I found the story was shonky. The pacing's way off. You go miles and miles and miles without anything happening. Bits happen, then you get training, then clunky exposition scenes. Michael Douglas does all the expositing. Is he expositing? It sounds like going to the toilet. But he's doing all of that. Clunky, this is what happened to your mother scenes. Oh, I wonder if that's going to turn up. Then again, saved by brilliant, all the stuff that you imagine Edgar Wright and stuff would, and Joe Cornish were writing. So, scenes that you might have seen in the trailer with Thomas the Tank Engine trains, like the final battle takes place. Oh! Well, no, let's just scrap that. Let's just say that stuff happens with the Thomas the Tank Engine train set. But all the battles are good. All the battles are really, really well done. And they are the fun bits. It doesn't make up for all the clunkiness. I was bored for a lot of this. I did have to see it in 3D. Ooh. Timings didn't allow me to see a 2D version. I didn't enjoy it that much. I did quite like it. It's definitely the weakest in all the Marvel series so far. The verdict is, oh, if only it was a high chair. But bang, no babies. No, it is a low chair. You cannot feed your baby in this damn thing. It's not good enough. I found it weak. I am going against the grain here because most reviewers and the IMDb score is pretty damn high, so you might well like it. You may well do. I did not. I did not like it, but I just found it too weak. I found it too badly put together, too boring. Characters too annoying. Not good enough. Not good enough. Marvel, do a proper job. That's it. Bye bye. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.